In Chapter 15 of The Psychology of Money, titled Nothing's Free, Morgan Housel discusses the concept of hidden costs and the importance of recognizing them in our financial decision-making. Housel begins by highlighting that everything in life comes with a cost, whether it's time, money, or effort. However, many of these costs are hidden, and we may not be aware of them when making financial decisions. One example of hidden costs is the opportunity cost of our decisions. Housel notes that every financial decision we make involves a trade-off, and that we must consider the potential returns of the alternative options that we pass up. For example, choosing to spend money on a vacation may mean sacrificing the potential returns of investing that money in the stock market. Housel also highlights the importance of considering the long-term costs of our decisions, such as the cost of ongoing maintenance or repairs. For example, buying a cheap car may seem like a good financial decision in the short term, but if it requires frequent repairs or has poor gas mileage, the long-term costs can quickly add up. Another type of hidden cost is the emotional cost of our financial decisions. Housel notes that financial decisions can have a significant impact on our emotional well-being, and that we must consider the emotional cost of our decisions when making financial plans. For example, choosing to work long hours to earn more money may result in increased stress and decreased quality of life. Throughout the chapter, Housel provides examples of individuals who failed to consider hidden costs in their financial decision-making and suffered negative consequences as a result. He also emphasizes that recognizing hidden costs requires a high level of self-awareness and a willingness to question our assumptions. In conclusion, Chapter 15 of The Psychology of Money highlights the importance of recognizing hidden costs in our financial decision-making. By considering the opportunity costs, long-term costs, and emotional costs of our decisions, we can make more informed and effective financial plans that align with our goals and priorities. In Chapter 16 of The Psychology of Money, titled You Me, Morgan Housel discusses the role of relationships and social norms in shaping our financial decisions. Housel begins by highlighting the fact that money is not just a personal matter, but is deeply intertwined with our relationships and social context. He notes that we often use money as a way to signal our status and identity to others, and that our financial decisions are heavily influenced by the norms and expectations of our social groups. Housel emphasizes the importance of recognizing the impact that our relationships and social context can have on our financial decisions, and encourages readers to think carefully about the people they surround themselves with. He notes that our financial behavior is strongly influenced by the people we spend time with, and that being part of a supportive social network can be a powerful motivator to make positive financial choices. However, Housel also notes that social norms and expectations can sometimes lead us astray, particularly when they clash with our own values and priorities. He provides examples of individuals who have fallen into debt or made poor financial decisions because they felt pressure to keep up with the spending habits of their peers or adhere to societal expectations. Throughout the chapter, Housel provides practical advice for navigating the complex interplay between money and relationships. He suggests building a network of people who share similar values and financial goals, being open and honest with loved ones about financial struggles, and finding ways to balance our social needs with our financial priorities. In conclusion, Chapter 16 of The Psychology of Money highlights the complex ways in which money is intertwined with our relationships and social context. By recognizing the impact of our social networks on our financial decisions, and actively seeking out supportive relationships, we can make more informed and effective financial choices that align with our values and priorities. In Chapter 17 of The Psychology of Money, titled The Seduction of Pessimism, author Morgan Housel explores the allure of pessimism and the impact it can have on our financial decisions. Housel begins by highlighting the fact that humans have a natural tendency towards pessimism, which is often reinforced by the media and other sources of information. He notes that negative news stories tend to grab more attention and generate more clicks, leading to a skewed perception of the world as being more dangerous and uncertain than it actually is. The problem with this mindset, Housel argues, is that it can lead to excessive fear and anxiety, which can in turn lead to poor financial decisions. He cites examples of individuals who have pulled out of the stock market during downturns, only to miss out on the subsequent recovery and lose out on potential gains. Housel emphasizes the importance of balancing a healthy dose of skepticism and caution with a more optimistic outlook. He notes that while it is important to acknowledge risks and uncertainties, it is also crucial to recognize the many opportunities and positive developments that exist in the world. Throughout the chapter, Housel provides practical advice for avoiding the seduction of pessimism and cultivating a more balanced perspective on the world. He suggests limiting exposure to negative news stories, focusing on long-term trends rather than short-term fluctuations, and surrounding oneself with positive and optimistic people. In conclusion, Chapter 17 of The Psychology of Money highlights the powerful role that pessimism can play in shaping our financial decisions, and emphasizes the importance of cultivating a more balanced perspective on the world. By recognizing the impact of our mindset on our financial behavior, we can make more informed and effective choices that align with our long-term goals and priorities. In Chapter 18 of The Psychology of Money, titled When You Believe Anything, author Morgan Housel explores the concept of belief and its impact on our financial decisions. Housel begins by highlighting the fact that humans have a natural tendency to form beliefs based on limited information and personal experiences. He notes that these beliefs can be incredibly powerful, shaping our perceptions and influencing our behavior in ways that are often subconscious. The problem with this, Housel argues, is that beliefs can be irrational and inaccurate, leading us to make poor financial decisions. He cites examples of individuals who have held on to certain investments or made risky financial decisions based solely on their beliefs, only to suffer significant losses. Housel emphasizes the importance of questioning our beliefs and remaining open to new information and perspectives. He notes that while it is important to have convictions and principles, it is also crucial to recognize the limitations of our knowledge and experience. Throughout the chapter, Housel provides practical advice for avoiding the trap of belief in cultivating a more critical and analytical mindset. He suggests seeking out diverse sources of information and actively challenging our own assumptions and biases. In conclusion, Chapter 18 of The Psychology of Money highlights the power of belief in shaping our financial decisions, and emphasizes the importance of remaining open-minded and questioning our assumptions. By recognizing the limitations of our own knowledge and experience, we can make more informed and effective choices that align with our long-term goals and priorities. In Chapter 19 of The Psychology of Money, titled All Together Now, author Morgan Housel explores the role of social dynamics in our financial decisions and behaviors. Housel begins by noting that humans are inherently social creatures and that our behavior is heavily influenced by the people around us. He cites research showing that our financial behavior is particularly susceptible to social influence, with our spending and investment decisions often influenced by the actions of our peers. The author goes on to examine several specific social dynamics that can impact our financial decision-making, including the herd mentality and the power of social proof. He notes that these dynamics can lead us to make irrational decisions and follow the crowd, even when it goes against our own best interests. However, Housel also emphasizes that social dynamics can be harnessed in positive ways to promote good financial behavior. He cites examples of community-based savings programs and peer-to-peer lending platforms as examples of how social influence can be leveraged to encourage saving and responsible financial decision-making. Throughout the chapter, Housel provides practical advice for harnessing the power of social dynamics to improve our financial well-being. He suggests seeking out positive role models, finding supportive communities, and being intentional about the social influences we allow into our lives. In conclusion, Chapter 19 of The Psychology of Money underscores the importance of social dynamics in shaping our financial behavior, and highlights both the risks and opportunities associated with these dynamics. By being aware of the social influences that impact our financial decisions, we can make more informed and effective choices that align with our long-term goals and priorities. In the final chapter of The Psychology of Money, titled Confessions, author Morgan Housel shares a personal reflection on his own financial journey and the lessons he has learned along the way. Housel begins by acknowledging that while he has spent years studying and writing about personal finance, he has made plenty of mistakes in his own financial life. He shares several stories of financial missteps, including taking on too much debt, investing in speculative stocks, and failing to plan for unexpected expenses. The author goes on to reflect on the broader themes that have emerged throughout the book, including the role of luck and risk, the power of compounding, the importance of saving and investing, and the impact of social dynamics on our financial decisions. Housel emphasizes that personal finance is a deeply personal and emotional topic, and that the best financial advice is often tailored to individual circumstances and goals. He notes that while there are many financial rules of thumb and principles that can be helpful, ultimately each person's financial journey will be unique. Throughout the chapter, Housel offers insights and advice based on his own experiences and the lessons he has learned. He stresses the importance of being honest about our financial situations, setting clear goals, and taking a long-term view when it comes to investing. In conclusion, Chapter 20 of The Psychology of Money serves as a candid and reflective finale to the book, highlighting the importance of personal accountability, self-awareness, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. By acknowledging our own fallibility and committing to ongoing growth and learning, we can all take steps towards achieving greater financial well-being and security.